Hi everyone, welcome back to Joy Junktique. So the next video will be how I made this cute little tag or ornament, whichever you want to use it for. And it's going to be similar to the one that I made using the watch face. So here's the one I made for the collaboration video. And here is the one that I'm making today. I didn't have everything to make it exactly the same, but I will give you some ideas in this video of what all you can use. So let's just get started, and I hope you have fun. Okay, so I have picked out my background paper and I'm tracing my wooden tag that I had already painted white so that I can turn around and cut that shape out just barely inside of the line. And I will have a link to all of the kits that I've used so that you can go find these pretty patterns if you want to use these. So now I am just positioning this on my tag and picking out my little ephemera pieces and my dangle so that I can see what I want to use on my tag. A watch, a locket, a tiny little photo frame, a bottle cap, or a bezel. Anything that would hold a photo would work for your dangle. Now I'm just going to glue my cutout piece onto the tag. And I'm putting a tiny line of glue all around the edge of that tag so that I can go back and add my glass glitter. And I really love the effect that glass glitter gives your projects. It just adds the perfect touch, especially for Christmas. And how pretty is that? So I picked out this angel for this one. The last one I did a fussy cut, which was really pretty, but I like this little angel too. I don't have another watch face like that, so I'm just going to kind of make do with a little photo frame at the bottom down there. So I'm going to try her on this one, and if you'll notice on that page that I printed, it has this little angels from the realms of glory. So I made sure that that was at the base down there so that the angel will rest right above that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue her on there. I end up taking that back off because I was not supposed to glue her yet. And on this one, rather than put a hole up here in the top of her, I'm going to put 2 of the little holes with the eyelets and just run my ribbon and let it hang like that, so as not to put a hole through her. I'm going to try doing this with the bigger punch. Hopefully it won't split it. Nope, it's fine. I'm going to do the other side. Try to get them even here. I'm going to do one at the bottom to hang our little picture from. Okay, now I'm going to set my eyelets. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take that off before the glue dries and put something behind that. So let's just use some tulle behind there maybe. Let's see how that looks. So I'm just going to cut around the edges. Okay, let me see something else. I'm going to try this little piece and see what happens. So if we put her like this, I think I like that. So I'm going to take and I'm actually going to just glue this to reinforce it. And then I'm going to take and go around the edges with this. Like that. And then I'm going to glue her back on. Okay, so there we have that with the tulle hanging over the edges here. Pretty. So I had this that was on a piece of jewelry, and it's just a little double-sided little photo frame. I didn't have any more watch faces that would work, that I could pull apart and put a photo in. This little watch face had actually been hanging off of a piece of jewelry. It also was one that was magnetic and opened, so it was easy to put the photo inside. So if you can find that kind, that would be helpful. Otherwise, you have to figure out how to hang the watch face from your tag. So I'm just going to use this and attach it to the bottom. And what I have for the inside of this came from this little sheet of stamps, and it has some little nativity scenes down here. So I cut out 2 of those. On one side I'm going to glue this little photo, and on the other side I'm going to glue this little photo, so it'll be 2-sided. That particular watch was missing the face of it, the glass, and all of the insides, so it actually magnetized and opened up on its own, so I didn't have to really do much to it but put a photo in it. So that's how that came about on that last one. So that works. So we have baby Jesus on this side, and we have Mary and Joseph and the animals with baby Jesus on this side. So you can kind of pick and choose which way you want it and attach it according to that. Okay, so I'm just going to attach a jump ring, and then I'm going to run this through this little eyelet. Like that. And back together. This one's a little more tedious, but it looks pretty. Okay, so that hangs like that, and then I'm going to take and put my little photo back in there. Okay, and then I'm just going to add my ribbon. I'm going to cut another piece of this. And I'm going to run this through. I'm going to run it from the back because I want the ribbon to actually be looped in the back where you don't see it from the front. And then I'll tie a knot here. And then we'll just even it up. And I'm going to put a tiny little spot of glue under here. like that. So now I'm just going to add this little bit of tulle tied there, and I'm going to tie this tulle through the loop and make a little loop here. And I did not realize that I was not on camera when I did a lot of this, so I apologize for that, but I will tell you what else I did to it. I ended up having to go back and add more glitter, and I added these little tiny rhinestones and these super tiny little stars that I had left from the last project. I also added the little tulle and a little scrappy ribbon right here. And then, so it would have some bling at the bottom because it was just missing the bling. I added one of these little rhinestone charms. So that kind of brought it all together, I think. I don't have another watch to show you, but it's basically the same thing. You just take it apart and fill it with the pictures, the photos. So this one is a little different, but I still think it turned out really pretty. So that's how this one turned out in the end. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in the next one. God bless.